Look up in the sky. What is it? Is it a plane? Is it a bird? It's Thunderbird. I got me a Thunderbird, folks. 1965. Look at those dual exhaust tips sticking down there. Exhaust looks like it's brand new. This is a 1965 Thunderbird I found on Marketplace. Now, it was owned by a preacher, so that means it's never been cussed in. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, a little bit rough in certain places. Now this, let's start at the back. Okay, what we got? Sequential taillights. Blink, blink, or blink, 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 blink. I love that. And it's got a motor or something in the trunk that's going, you know what I'm talking about. And this is a cool car, in my opinion. Look at there. It's 1965. How many of you folks out there were born in 1965 when this was brand new? Well, if you was born in 65, you got to be 10 years younger than me. I was born 10 years before this car came out. 1955 is when I was born, so this car was not even... Nobody had this car when I was young. When I got to be a teenager, I seen a few. The boss man's wife owned cars like this. My daddy worked on a farm, and this is something like the boss man's wife would have had. Or the boss man's rich daughter. You know, the rich boss man's daughter. That's the kind you wanted to date in school. But look at this thing. I'm going to show you some stuff. Look at what we got here. Now, the rear shocks are off of it. It has brand new leaf springs on each side. But they're not completely secure. See these? There's one of these that goes on the bottom, one goes on the top. There's 4 of them. And what this does, this sandwiches that leaf spring in between the clamp that holds it down. It's not just U-bolts that holds the rear end in. It's got these, and it's kind of got a 2-piece thing that squeezes these and holds that spring, and also gives it a good ride too, I'm sure. But got these brand new. Look at the brake lines, brand new brake lines. I got all the hubcaps with it. Even got some extra hubcaps. Don't even know what they are. It's just a Ford, like a, I don't think that's like a LTD. That's what we got here. Just, oh, okay, that's the bolts to the straps. And I see the jack down in there. Those shocks, I guess, those brackets, they just took the brackets loose at the top, so they shouldn't be hard to put back on. If they're any good, I'm going to put them back on. And that's got to be that sequential taillight motor. See it? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's sucks the air out of the car and it's a vent of some kind. I don't know. But yeah, you see a few parts back here, like dash parts. And there's a few issues with the dash. And okay, we got some rust here. Yep, got rust all along here. You know, once you shut the trunk, you'll never see that. So you just go to a car show with a nice car and just don't open the trunk. But it does need some rubber around this. New rubber would cover up a lot of that rusty spot. You wouldn't be able to hardly even see that. But that's what we got. Look here, it's got fender skirts, Thunderbird emblems on the side. I don't know what size tires, but it's got all the hubcaps. Hold it. It's got hubcaps on it already. There's hubcaps over there. I got 2 sets of hubcaps for a Thunderbird. Wow. Well, look here, no rust. No rust holes around the top. This This right here is starting to get a little iffy. And I've seen a lot of these Thunderbirds since I bought this one. I've been looking them up. And this is a problem spot for them. But this one's not too bad. You could, I don't know if you can take that chrome off or not without taking the interior down. But if it's mine, it is, which it is mine. But if I was going to keep it, which I might do, I don't know. I would just sand that as good as I could, put some kind of coating, like a caulking kind of stuff in there, and then paint it. Okay. Looks like it's been painted twice or before, because that looks like paint and that looks like the original paint. So it's probably had a repaint sometime or another. But in order to do it right, you have to probably have a body man as a friend, and I don't have any friend body men that like to do work for free. I don't know what's wrong with them. Got a new set of spark plugs with it. And look at those seats. Look at the back there. Those seats are beautiful, in good shape. Door panels. Now the headliner, that's a different thing. Headliner's kind of coming down in two spots. It's got the heater core out of it. Somebody's just left it just like it is. This seat actually goes over here, and this seat goes over here. I found that out because it's a big piece of chrome right here. There's none on this side. So this piece of chrome will show when you open the driver's door. But man, look at all this stuff. This looks like a fighter jet or something, you know. And that dash sticks up, which it's got a little issue right here, yeah, but you know, what can you expect? These are beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know why they made these so good and those like a Falcon are so bad. Falcons really had cheap sun visors. Left air and right air on the right. Wipers and washers over there. It's got a clock. I think that's probably one of those Rolexes. I'm not sure. And, I got one light. Don't have no light over here. That's luxury. Rear vent, open, close. Let's see if the heater. Yes. Good. At least I won't freeze to death this winter. And yes, it does have a battery. And yes, it does run. He started it up for me before I bought it. And I bought this thing right. Look here at this. That's hide your cigarettes ashtray. Your cigarette ashtray and your lighter. And you got goodies in there too. But that's vehicle registration, which they didn't come with a glove box on this side. Now he said the floor pans have been changed. Good. That's something I didn't want to do anyway. And it looked like they done a good job to me. You know, look at that. That's good enough for Arkansas. Roll up windows, and that's a good thing because power windows on these things usually fail anyway. But all the glass is good. Good windshield. It just needs putting back together. Big hunking piece of chrome, big old piece of chrome. I'm talking about biggin'. And that looks good. Windshield wipers look good. I don't know, that looks like a little sunk in right there. I don't know if that's the way it's made or not, but somebody done a little paint job on the hood. Now, not sure about this. I need to find the other part to that so I can screw that down tight. There's really no rust in the body. I mean, it's not rusted out. Back at the back, of quarters or fenders or nothing. And the bumpers even look good. There's the big bird. Look at there. Thing's smiling at you. This is saying, what size motor have I got, Mr. Steve? Well, let's find out. Oh, it's got a hood latch and then a, Well, what we got right here looks like a 390 motor. And it's got powered by Ford. Yep, powered by Ford and chrome valve covers. So you know what chrome valve covers mean? It means it's fast. Looks like a brand new alternator down there. And that tank looks new. New hose, it looks like, well, kind of. And it's an air conditioning car. Yep, air conditioning. I don't know, there's a part missing or something like that. Huh. I think it's supposed to have a hose on it. Yep. Where would it go, though? I don't know. Look at the master cylinder. I bet that thing would cost you $500. I hope it don't have to have one. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this motor runs like a sewing machine. Plenty of power. It's got a 4-barrel Ford Motorcraft carburetor or whatever they put on them from the factory. And, I mean, it just takes the gas so good. It idles so good. I would start it up for you, but I ran it out of gas on purpose. I had a jug back in the back. And I wanted to get all the gas out of the line because I'm going to put a new gas tank on it, which it came with it. A brand new gas tank in the box and a brand new sending unit in a box. So I'm going to install that on here. And it's also got the straps too. So look at there. How many times have you seen aluminum radiators? Somebody's done that. Bought that, hooked it up, plumbed it up, and put that in this Thunderbird. Aluminum radiator. That's so cool. There's where one of the hubcaps would go. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough from Betty Davis's back. Is that what Derek says? Oh, that's rougher than Nancy Pelosi's neck. I'll use my own stuff. And it does have a little bit of spot right there, but that looks pretty good. Now, I had to drive it in the shop before the rain. So what I did was I hooked a gas jug up in the trunk and poured some gas in the carburetor and fired it up and let it run off that gas jug. My side-by-side, trying to push this thing in the shop, dug holes in the gravel. So, I mean, this thing's heavy, especially trying to go up an incline. I don't know what it weighs. I'm going to say close to 5,000 pounds. Now, you want to see something cool? All right. I'm going to put it in park. Look at there. Look at the steering wheel. The steering wheel, watch this. The steering wheel swivels out of the way so you can get out of the car like you couldn't get out anyway. How much lazier do they want us to be? It does have disc brakes. See there, disc brake. The gas pedal's gone, but it's right here. That looks good. Let's see how many miles this thing. Oh, just 21,215. Oh, I hate to say it, but I'm probably figuring that's 121,000. I don't know. It could have been parked for a long time. You know, I mean, people may not could afford the gas for this thing. I know it's going to be a gas hog, but maybe it was parked for years or something like that. Maybe there's a story behind it that I don't know. Look. It started. Just enough gas to start for you guys, okay? That's the way it starts. Just bump that starter. That big old 390 comes to life. And that big 390 out there, I looked it up, and I think it said it had like 300 horsepower or just a little over 300 horsepower to pull this big boat, because they said it took a big engine to pull this thing. And that's the best part about it to me. I mean, that engine and the transmission. Now, he did tell me why I bought it so cheap. I bought it cheap. He said, I don't know what happened to the transmission. The transmission was pulling when I bought it. I bought it from the preacher, parked it out here in my yard. He said, it's been here 5 or 7 years. He said, I do not have time to work on it. I am completely covered up with my business. He said, so I'm selling it, and selling it at a bargain. The transmission may not ever work. You might have to get it overhauled, whatever. Well, I pulled it up on the trailer, brought it home. First thing I done is check the transmission fluid. None. So I poured a gallon in it and got it up to full and put it in gear, and it pulled. And I actually drove it in the yard around here when I first bought it and got it off the trailer. It does drive fine, except for that rear end is loose because those rubber pieces are not hooked up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take those rubber pieces and hook them up to that rear end and sandwich that rear end down to those springs and get those shocks back on it. Then we're going to put the gas tank on it and the gas tank sending unit in the gas tank and get it to where to start and run and drive. And then we'll start working on the body. And if it needs a tune-up or something like that, we'll do that, but we'll see. We'll just see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, by the way, these light up too when you turn the turn signals on. Let you know you got your turn signals on, because actually you just flip the lever down and turn them on. So if they don't go off, hey, this little light says, hey, dummy, your turn signal's still on. Oh, my wife has to do that to me sometimes. She'll say, honey, can you not hear that bell going ding, 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 saying your turn signal's still on? Yes, I do now. So anyway, enough said about all that. Let's get to work on this thing. Okay, we're going to get under here and look and see what we got. Now, this is not the gas tank. This is the trunk floor. And I got my 2 Harbor Freight jack stands hooked up there. Let's see. Yeah, they're hooked up pretty good. Hopefully they'll hold this big boy off of me. All right, we're gonna look under here. That is not new exhaust. That is new tailpipes only. And here's where the gas tank goes. That's the hookup for the sending unit. Here's the gas line, which there's only one. And there's the filler neck that goes in the tank. But look how clean that is as far as rust free. Now here's what I was talking about. All right, see how this is made? That rubber goes right there, and then that squeezes that rubber and holds that rear end in place. All the brakes have been undone, look. Huh, on both sides. Yeah. Maybe that's why it didn't have no brakes. But you can see this, that sandwich, the thing that I was telling you about. Now, I've jacked it up 60 pumps. And I got it up pretty good up in the air where I could work on it. Of course, there's where those shock mounts go. One on each side. And I don't know where they hook, but I'll find it somewhere under here. Oh yeah, I see it right, there's one of them right there. Shock mount, there's another one right up there, I'm sure. And I think that's a 9-inch Ford rear end. Looks like somebody's had that out. I hope they redid it. If they did, that's good. That's a good thing. But what we're gonna do, first thing we're gonna do is fix these. And we're gonna be in a learning process on how exactly this goes. So first thing I want to do is take the wheels off of it so I can get that rear end, probably jack it up and take it apart and jack it up and all that stuff. I don't even think I'm going to get an impact between here and there if I try to take these off. I don't think that will. I could do it with a wrench, but I don't think I'm lazy. I want to get an impact, so I might have to jack the rear end up. I don't know. We'll find out here in a little bit. I could jack the spring up, I'm sure. I don't know. We'll see, but hey, new springs. All this hardware's new. That's a heavy-duty piece of meat. And it's got new mufflers. So he's had new mufflers and new exhaust put on from there to the back. There's those turn downs. Okay. Lord protect us while we're under here. We don't want this big old thing falling on us. And I will take the tires off and put them underneath the body. Like right past that jack. And even if I got to get an extra rim or something, just in case something happens and it falls, it will catch the body before it squishes me like a possum on Arkansas highway. All right, let's get to work. This is how it comes off. This little doohickey right here. These little points right here go up in this hole. And you got one in that hole. It's supposed to be one there and one there. That's 4 of them. And then once you get it in there, you tighten it down. And this little thing latches under there. That holds it on. Look, this thing will come off. Look what a big drum. Yep, no brakes. But look here. These have been turned. Somebody was about to do some major work on this thing. So back here, all we've got is an axle and a backing plate. We're going to have everything new, like brake shoes, springs, all the hardware, everything. I hope it's up somewhere in the car. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out when we start cleaning the trunk out. But we will get this fixed. We will get it back to working. Just going to have everything. I'm sure you can still order that stuff, and that's what we'll probably end up doing. Okay, let's get the other side. Same with this side. And that one's been turned too. I'm gonna spray some of this loose juice. On it right there. In case we have to take it off with a wrench. See how easy they are. Okay. They're still kind of loose. Somebody's kind of done the hard work for us already. Getting them loose and all. There. Okay. There. That wasn't too bad. All right, what we're gonna have to do is gonna have to kind of trim on this side just a little bit, or this side right there. So this will fit around the spring. It's not wanting to fit around it. All right, let's see if this made a difference. Now, okay. We've got the rubber up there on this side and that side. We got the boat started. All we got to do is squeeze it together, and that'll be done. But we're going to leave it loose for right now until we get the other side, because we got to pick up on the rear end and all that, and it'll give it some wiggle room. Make it a little easier to put those in. So now we're going to get the other side. And then once we get it done like this, we're going to tighten them up evenly, and then we're going to be done with that. Let's do it. Meanwhile, after tightening with a wrench for over 45 minutes, oh Lord. Excuse me, everybody, while I call 911. I can't get my old ass out from under this car. I'm in my shop at Buckeye, Arkansas. I'm underneath the car, and I can't get out. What? No, I'm not bleeding. The car didn't fall on me. I just can't get out from under it. I'm too tired. What kind of car is it? What difference does it make? It's a 65 Thunderbird. I just got through tightening up all the U-bolts. Now I don't have the energy to get out from under the car. Can you send some 65 Thunderbird? Yeah. It's white. What difference? Well, it's got a 390 motor. Your daddy had one. Well, that's nice. That's really nice. Hey, could you? It's got automatic in it. You wish you had one? Okay. Hey, can you send an ambulance out here to get me out from under this car? I don't know. I think it's got 100 and something thousand miles on it. I'm not sure. It says 21,000. Well, Dead Car Rescue. That's my channel. Dead Car Rescue. Yeah, go ahead and pull it up. No, not Dead Cat. Dead Car. Car. C-A-R. Rescue. R-E-S-C-U-E. Okay. You can look at it anytime. Can you go ahead and get that ambulance on its way? Look, I tell you what. I'm feeling a little better now. I think I might be able to get out from under here by myself. Yeah, I appreciate you talking to me. I know. I appreciate talking to you too. All right, but all right, bye. Oh. I'm going to pay for this tomorrow. Every muscle in my arms and my neck is sore from tightening up those 8 bolts or nuts. I think I can get out. Oh. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Ah. Oh. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Car Rescue. Well, it's 6 months later, and I got out of the hospital yesterday. The doctor said that I was old. Nah, it's the next day. I'm strong as a 70-year-old. But anyway, I went in, took 3 aspirin. I took a good hot shower. Rubbed myself down with some of that Tiger Balm. And I was feeling pretty good after about an hour or two. So I'm back to working on this Thunderbird. I'm back to working on it. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, we got the springs and all that stuff mounted up good. Now, I got these shocks here. See those? I cannot get any shocks for 2 or 3 days. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put these on just to get it drivable for a while. And we're gonna put them on and then put the gas tank on it. I can always change the shocks later. So that's what we're gonna do. It's not a 1/2 inch. It's gotta be a 5/8. 5/8, doggone it. I didn't know what size bolts it was, so I got a 5/8, a 9/16, 11/16, and a 1/2 inch. The only thing I got under here, the only thing that fit it was a 9/16. I got 2 5/8 instead of a 9/16. Wouldn't you know it? Okay. This job is done. Okay, here's my new gas tank. There's a sending unit I got with this thing. And this little seal goes right there. You gotta have a seal. Because if you don't have a seal, it's gonna leak gas. You cannot put silicone. You got to put a seal that come with it. Now some of them has an O-ring like that right there. Now, here's what you do. Got these little tabs right here. Like that. You got the little locking piece right here. Now it goes flat like that. It doesn't go upside down. It goes flat. You line it up with these little tabs right here. It falls right down into place. And you got to work with it a little bit, because it's going to be, you got to kind of put some pressure on it to push it down. We'll have to do, and you can cut yourself too. See, real easy, look. See that? Little sharp edges like this. They'll get you. It's already got me. Three tabs started basically about the same time. Okay, did it that time. Now, it'll only go so far and it stops against these little tabs. You just got to pay attention to it. That's all there is to it, folks. This little O-ring, hold it just a minute. Here's another one of these with the seal. It came with the tank. In case you're going to reuse your old one, like your old sending unit, maybe you got a hole in your tank or something like that, and this is already good, you could just have a new seal there. We're not going to use it. We'll save it for something else. This O-ring right here, this goes around that filler neck. That filler neck is long, about that long, and it gets narrower as it gets down to the bottom. And it sticks in the tank, the narrow part does. Oh, it's right here. What it does, you'll put this O-ring and it goes down right down in there. You can see that. There's a little groove there for this to lay in. You put that in there, and then now we got to put some grease around that so that pipe will slide in there real easy. Just want to make sure it's on there good. I mean, you could put a handful of this stuff in there and it's just going to go into gas. Look like cherry pie filling. Yuck, my third wife made pie like that. Okay, the springs are done. The gas tank's on. The sending unit's in it. I've got 5 gallons of gas in it. And let's fire it up. I did fill a bowl on the carburetor up. The gas gauge is not working. Okay. Ooh, it's smooth. Come on, baby. Don't die on me. Sounds so good. I hear a little ticky ticky. Sound like a lifter. I think it's gonna go. I don't know how that sounds on video, but that engine's just purring. And the gas gauge's still not working. It's showing negative E. Maybe I got the wires crossed out there. That little plug-in did not fit on that sending unit, so I had to split it. And I just touched the wires to where I thought they needed to be, but it could go the opposite way. There's just two plug-ins, or two stems sticking out and two wires. So fix. Ooh, turns like butter. All right. Well, I got the brakes ordered, and they're not here, but we're going to drive it anyway. I'm going to give this thing a drive and see what it's made out of, see if that transmission shifts and all that. Got all the hubcaps on it. It's looking pretty fly for a Thunderbird. Let's go take a ride. Fan belt squealing. Mirror's just a little bit loose. Got to tighten that down. Okay. Can't remember if the windshield wipers worked or not. Yep, look at there. Man, that thing's going to town, ain't they? All right, we'll see if this transmission is going to shift out on us. Took gear good, didn't it? And now, I don't do this. Don't try this on your own if you're not experienced without driving, without brakes, because it can get iffy. We're trained professionals. I'm a trained professional. Most of the cars I grew up driving didn't have brakes anyway. All right. There you go. Oh, I hear something rattling up there. I don't know if the caliper's loose or not. It could be. That'd be dangerous, wouldn't it? I should have checked that. I didn't even get that front wheel off on the left side. Sounds like a caliper's rattling around. It's just probably just sitting on there. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see if we can make it down the road anyway. Maybe not. Maybe we ought to bring it back to the house. I wanted to see if that transmission shifted though. All right, well, we'll see when we get out here on the road. Scratch gravel, that's what they call it a long time ago. Well, that thing scratch gravel? Yeah. All right, gotta remember, don't have no brakes. Shift, baby. There it goes. Shifted perfect, just as smooth. That's exactly what I was hoping it would do. Steering wheel straight. Calipers rattling around up there. I might have to buy new calipers and new brake backing pads and all the brakes and everything. That's probably going to cost me, shoot, I don't know, maybe $700-800. I don't know, maybe more. But you know, if I'm going to keep this car to cruise around on car shows and stuff, it needs to be fixed. Oh, I heard the horn on. All right. I don't see the speedometer working though. No. Whoops. Stay on the road, Steve. Keep your hands on the road and eyes upon the wheel. That's not the way it goes, is it? Keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes upon the road. No. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands up on the wheel. Well, man, I'm telling you, this thing drives good. Kind of. All right. I'm going to turn around right here. I'm going to stick her in neutral, slow her down. Too fast. Going a little bit too fast to make that turn around. We'll kind of get over here in the grass, slow it down, and I'll back up to the turnaround. Oh, we'll just turn around up here in this other driveway. Cars coming in front of me, cars coming behind me. Hopefully it's not a state trooper. Steering is like butter. I mean, it steers so easy. Wait till these cars get by and then we'll back out here and play. One, two, three, four. Where I live in the country, if you ever get ready to do something like film a burnout or something, the cars will just, it's like they know you're doing it, and they'll line up. Wait on them. Well, I know it's got 2 gears. Let's slow this thing down a bit on in this grass. Dang, this thing freewheel's easy. Look, I've been in neutral for a quarter of a mile here. All I want to do is a burnout without any brake. Come on, car, stop. If he's running out of gas, I guarantee you wouldn't roll that long. We're going to have to be careful not get up too much speed, or we're going to go right around that curve about 50 miles an hour. All right, reverse. All right. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to jack it up or nothing. Just give that baby the gas, feed her a big drink of gasoline, and watch her roll. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for this video. We got the rear end secure, got the shocks back on it, got the gas tank on it, and the sending unit in it, and put some gas in it, and here we are. We just took it down the road for its first trip. It was a maiden voyage. So I want to thank all my subscribers. Guys, I couldn't do it without you. Thanks for watching Dead Car Rescue and watching me. And I appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next video. God bless you and goodbye for now.